Hi my beauties, I hope you're all having a beautiful day. So today I thought I'd do something that I've never done before. I do look a bit freaky, I'm so sorry for that, please don't get scared, please don't get scared. I thought I'd do a makeup do's and don't. By no means am I trying to offend anyone in this video. I'm merely going off by things that I used to do to things I do now. I make these mistakes, it's natural, it's all in the process of learning and just having more fun with it. So I really hope you beauties enjoy this video and don't take it too seriously. Have fun with it because, I mean, you can judge me all you want, I completely understand. I hope you videos enjoy this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe my channel for more videos. I'll see you guys so soon in the next video. I love you guys, enjoy! Now the first thing I'm going to start off with is the base of my face. Now on this half I've applied primer and this side I have not. So taking that into consideration, I'm going to apply the foundation. Now for me, skin tone, pigments and things like that was not something I used to worry about. So every time I would put on foundation, I didn't think, Lilian, you're like quite pale, so if you don't have fake tan on, you may want to go with a different color. I would always stick with darker tones on my face growing up. Well, once I started using makeup, which is so wrong. It looks off, it looks like you're wearing a mask and it doesn't match the rest of your body. Now because I do have a bit of fake tan on, I'm going to go with a darker color, but I'm going to show you what I used to do on the left hand side of my face with what I do now on the right hand side. So starting off with foundation, I used to go with a different shade. So this is quite pale for me now because I do have tan on. This is what I would wear, and I would always apply foundation with a brush like this. Is normally great, but I would use it with too much makeup already in there. I wouldn't wash my brushes, which is really bad, and it would look something like this. I would just kind of not really blend anything in. It's quite hard to blend everything on half side of your face, but I would just kind of, can you see those streaks? And it's too pale for my skin tone, but this is what I would do. Another thing that I would do, and I'm not going to lie and say I learned this years ago, I did this up until a few weeks ago, which is really bad, is I would get foundation on my brows and I'll just kind of leave them there. We should not obviously do that. You should obviously get a wet wipe and take the foundation off and then apply your powder, but I will never do that, I'm not going to lie. On the do side of things, I'm going to be wearing a much more suitable color for my complexion currently, and now I like to use a brush like this. This is the Artist foundation brush. So much more easier to kind of blend and gets it right in your skin so smoothly. It kind of buffs it out. You know how like a buffer on wood? I feel like this buffs out your foundation so much more better. I use a tiny bit. This goes a long way. And now I actually blend everything. So look at that difference. This is great coverage, but it's so white for my skin, and this is so much more natural and matches up with my skin tone. Now I know with the whole concealer aspect, the whole reason you apply it is to brighten the under area of your eye, but you still need to kind of go with your skin tone colors, not something too light or too dark. Now what I would do in the past was wear something like this opposed to this. This is much more white. It's much more out there, and I would never blend it in properly, so I'll show you what I would do. Instead of making lines going down, which lightens the under eye area and makes it blend so much more properly, I will kind of go like this, which I thought was normal. This was way before beauty blenders were a thing, so I would literally kind of just bring it down and just kind of make it more cakey and just heavy. So you can see this is way too bright for my skin tone, and because it's so thick, it kind of gives me wrinkles, look. So what I do now is I wear a concealer that's much more relevant to my skin tone. So this is what it looks like. It's only a few shades lighter opposed to 10 shades lighter. And I draw lines going down like this. This gives the illusion of larger eyes, brighter eyes, without it being so pale and cakey. And the other trick is that something that I honestly, eye-opener for me, beauty blender, blend everything out. Now this does take me longer, but it's worth it. Now look at this difference. Blended, not blended. Thin foundation, cakey foundation. Now what I would do is not set the foundation when I used to wear makeup, which is a big no-no because it creases, it moves, and look at this. I like to use something like this, which is the Kat Von D shade light palette, and you have like a few options. So if you are on a budget or if you're starting into makeup, I recommend getting a palette that has a few different colors so you can contour and set with it. Lightly set everything. Now this does not crease under my eye area at all, and I kind of like to bring it down all the way. Now with the contour. Now if you watch any of my older videos, I'm not going to kind of be embarrassed about it because it was a learning experience for me, but I would start off using my cream contours from here, and I genuinely thought I was right. So instead of using it from here to here, I would genuinely start from here and just draw a line this long. So many people caught me out on that. This was years ago on my channel. They were like, why are you contouring like that? But I just thought I was right, because that's what I thought I should have done. I would used to do this. I would get a brush like this and tap it into the cream. I'm giving you an example with this, and I would go like this. This isn't a joke, I'm not kidding you guys. I would think I would blend it. I would grab a brush and go like this. But I would leave it literally in the middle of my face. I wouldn't bring it down, I wouldn't go up. This is what I would do. Now, opposed to wearing cream contours every day, which is completely fine, I like to personally wear powder brushes because I feel like they're more blendable, they're quick, they're easier. Start from my ear and literally kind of bring it down to my mouth area. Not all the way down, but kind of try and bring it as much down as I can, and then blend everything. It takes longer, but it's worth it. So if anything, the darker part should be up here. Big difference, you guys, big difference. I also get what's left over and do my nose a bit above the eye area, and then, because this is quite blendable, look at that color difference. Now the same thing with the blush. What I would do is use a big brush like this, a circular brush opposed to an angled one, and I would literally go like this and go like this. I know. I know you guys, I know I should be ashamed of myself, but we all learn from somewhere. What I think makes my cheeks stand out more is using an angled brush and slightly dabbing onto the color. It could be the same color, but not vigorously, in a very light-handed way. And instead of doing a circular motion, I kind of go a tiny bit above the contour and just lightly shade my cheeks. That difference, this is more light, this is more heavy. The brows. Wow, I learned a thing from the brows. And my eyebrows are feather tattooed, but having said that, I still do fill them in time to time, especially if I want a more of a dramatic look, because they do fade, you know, as time goes on. What I would do in the past is create something that I thought is how people got those Instagram brows, like a very boxy eyebrow, thick from start to finish, and just all one shade. I know. Do like a box, go way above my eyebrow. This is what I would do. I'm not even exaggerating, you guys. This is what I would do. One color, all one shade, and all thick. Now, I lightly fill them with a very light hand. So whether it's this area, with a very light hand, I fill them in. And I don't go too above my natural eyebrow shape. End is much more thinner than the beginning, and there's a defined line instead of a curve, which just, that's like my biggest fear in life, a curve. So for the shadows, I went through this stage thinking I was Britney. So whether I was in year 9 or whether I was in year 12 or the first year of uni, I just thought, Lilian, blue shadow. All you need is blue shadow, not too subtle, something that stands out. You'll stand out more in the crowd. I would use darker colors like this on an everyday basis to uni. Probably go in with a color like this as a base, because it's like light, you know. I know what I'm doing here. And just literally go all over my eyelid. And then I would go for like literally straight up like a dark color like this. Do like this curve because I thought that was in. So instead of elongating my eyes, I would make them small. Look at the difference already. And this is better, you guys. This is like more blended than what I used to do. That was my shadow. There was no like transition colors, no blending, you know. And yeah, that was my shadow. So now when I wear daytime colors, it's much more natural, it's blended. And I like to go in with a fluffier brush like this and a color palette like this. I know, it's like huge difference. I like to now set my eye with like a very light cream color, an actual light one, not like a blue light one, you know. And just go in with a color like this, a brown one, and we are going to blend until our fingers hurt. And I kind of have hooded eyes, so I make sure whatever I do kind of goes above my crease, so my eyes appear larger rather than smaller and more round and circle. I like to have like the almond eye shape going on. Now, if you look at any of my past, God forbid you can find these, but like Facebook posts or Instagram posts, you will know that I thought I was doing like a nice like almond shaped winged liner, like a beautiful feline cat eye, and that was not the case. It was always oh my gosh, either too thick or too thin or stopped right here. It was horrible. And now I look like I'm looking really like, did no one stalk on the street and say, are you okay? Like, what's going on here? What is happening? I would wear something like this. It was like a liquid liner in a pen box because I've always liked these. And it was just all one size, and it just stopped when my eye ended, and I looked so bad. Like, very thick. And instead of kind of following with my natural eye shape, I would just go like a centimeter above my eye. I don't even worry about it being like wonky and thick here and thin here and then thick again in the end. I just didn't care, you know. So either this is what was happening, the eyeliner would end right there, or this is what was happening. This isn't a joke. I'm not kidding, and I'm not trying to be funny. This is what I would do. So now, this is what happens. A very thin line, and then instead of going straight like this, because that's what I thought I would have to do, I slightly go up. So the line slightly goes up. This is what it looks like. And we are not done. Instead of applying liner to the bottom of my eyes, which I would do for years, now apply a darker shade of the shadow above. So either a brown, or you can go black, but it's a shadow, it is not liner like I would do. When I started wearing mascara, it was like, ooh, like a massive big new chapter of my life, but I would never wear it on the bottom of my eyes because I just thought that's too much. Like I don't want to, you know, even though I'm wearing blue shadow, I don't want to look like a drag queen when I go to uni. Lilian, then why are you wearing blue shadow for, Lilian, huh? It would look something like this. So now, look at the big difference. My eyes appear larger without even wearing eyeliner at the bottom. I'm wearing a lighter shade of a shadow, but with mascara, it does the same trick. My eyes appear larger, brighter, and more awake. Now, this may be my favorite part that I would do of all time is highlighter. Before, I thought the more highlighter I had, the more of a disco ball I would look like, and the more attention I would get, and the more people would compliment me, and I would just feel great about myself. I would literally get a thick layer, and thick, I mean like still going. Drag it down all the way above my contour, under my eye, and just bring it down. I'm not sure where it will go or where it would end, but just bring it down as I could. Like, just it keeps going. Look at all those pores that are visible, and you can see the pores and the pimples all over my face. Like, you know the saying, how they say, why do you have a highlight stash or like a milk mustache? Yeah, I think I invented that. When it came to the lips, I had just discovered like lipsticks and color opposed to foundation lips. I would kind of slather on that pink lipstick or that foundation looking color lipstick and call it a day. But the thing is, I wouldn't really apply it on my lips, but just apply wherever I thought was nice, or I would overline them or do it too thin. It was a few different stages of my life. I don't even know which one I'm talking about now. They were all horrible. So I would apply something like this. I'll leave the inner corner out because why would I go there? It was like this triangle up and then down kind of thing going on. I mean, my natural lips aren't thick, so I'll kind of go with what I had, and I just didn't understand the overlining, slightly overlining aspect of it. Now I wear more lip stains that have like a brush like I showed you, but the way I apply it is much more different. I have larger bottom lips than my top lips, so now I kind of overline slightly my top lips and just leave my bottom lips as they are. May look a bit too overlined because only half of it is like that, but when the whole lip is like that, it looks much more natural and even, opposed to having thin top layer lips and then thicker bottom ones. Obviously, having said this, it's up to you. Whatever you think is natural, whatever you find yourself feeling more positive and happy, obviously do that. But this is what I used to do and what I do now, so there's a huge difference. That's my video. I hope you videos liked it. Let me know if you made any of these mistakes and how you do your makeup right now in the comments below. I would love to hear them, and I'd love to see what you guys used to do opposed to what you do now. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel for more videos. I love you guys, and I hope you watch this video with having a laugh, because I sure did find this funny. We live and we learn. It's all good. I love you guys so much. Until next time, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys. Keep smiling.